Alright, we are officially back in the start of market season, and you can't see me, the sun is blaringly in my face. So we're headed to the cat show in Deer Park. It's about 45 minutes away from the house. This is the first show that we did a year ago when we first started doing this like full-time, or when he started doing it full-time. So it's like the anniversary of us doing markets full-time. Did pretty well last time. We did bring home a cat last time. That's not happening this time. But that's how we got Nico. He's been in a few videos because he's very curious. But yeah, we did really well last year. Apparently they have it every 6 months because he did it again in March. I was not there for some reason. Why was I not there? I don't know. Wasn't there for some reason, which is weird. But anyways, probably. I could have been sick. Anyway, so we did pretty well in the September show, not as well in March, because not a whole lot of people are buying in March. That's fine. Did hear yesterday that this will be the last time that this show is happening in this location, because it's in a, is it a KC Hall?
It's not a KC Hall.
It's like a Rotary Club building or something like that. It's definitely like a city building, but they're remodeling it, and then that once it's remodeled, there will be no animals allowed. And that's kind of, the key point of a cat show, because like in the front room it's all the vendors, and in the back room they literally have like one of them's a costume contest, and there's this one little cat. He's a naked cat, the Sphinx cat. He rides around in a little stroller. I know last year he had like big sunglasses on and stuff. Maybe he'll be there again this year. He was really cute. Anyways,
He was there last show in March.
so I'm sure unless I hope nothing happened to him. He was adorable. Anyways, and that's saying something, because Sphinx cats freak me out.
He looked a bit like Yoko Ono.
He did, because he had really big glasses. So, I'm gonna have a good show. We're gonna have a good show?
Yes. Hopefully.
Okay. We had to bring this one with us.
Yes.
So, she's just gonna sit there and study, and maybe hopefully help sell things. I don't know. So, and then, that one's asleep. So, alright, it's gonna be a good show. See you there. Alrighty, so we are back. It's now 2 weeks have passed since we were at the cat show. It did not do well. Last year, when we did the show, it was packed constantly. We constantly had customers. There was constantly people just pouring through. It was not that this year. It was very slow, and we think for a number of reasons. There was a mix-up. If you Googled the event, it was saying that it was the following weekend, as well as nobody knew if we ended at 4 or 5. None of the vendors knew. So who knew if the customers did? As well as apparently the major bridge to get to where we were was out, and so people were being rerouted. So I guess unless you were really, really excited to come to the cat show, you probably didn't, because then you ended up having to detour around town and not knowing. It was also a paid event. I think it was $15 to get in. The main event was the literal cat show. They had judging, and they had a costume contest. I wanted to get a picture. I know I talked about it at the beginning here, of this little Sphinx. He's always there, and he's the cutest. He was there. And he looked adorable. He didn't have sunglasses on this time. She did talk about it. She said we left them at home by accident. But that was okay, because his costume didn't need it this time. But he was just the cutest. And he has his own little, baby carriage. And it was so cute. Anyways. I do have some numbers. I didn't do terribly. One of the new things that I made for starting the show. I made these little cat guys, sold out. No, I have one left. But I made like 7 of them, and they were my biggest seller. And then I made these snap bracelets that were, or snake snap bracelets. There's a snap bracelet inside, but then they look like a snake, and they're awesome. And kids love them. And I need to make a bajillion more because they're fantastic. So, there's not really any like logistics for that one. I didn't keep track because day 1 we went, Charlie and I sat up and we worked it. But Alex got really pissy and it wasn't going well. And the fact that it was so dead, my mother-in-law was like, hey, we'll come and work it on Sunday. It'll be fine. And so that's what's happened. We didn't work on Sunday. She did. However, I still get to leave my stuff there. But I don't remember exactly what she sold. She's just like, here's the money. And then I do inventory when she comes home and we figure that all out. And that's fine. So I know that for day 1, I made $84. And for day 2, I made $66, which is not terrible for a slow show. I mean, that is, what is that, 100, math. That's the 0. Carry the 1. 415. That's $150. That's not terrible for a slow show. Especially when I didn't pay for booth rent, which again, I am aware of that. I am aware of how lucky I am that my mother-in-law doesn't make. I trying to figure out, maybe I can do like some sort of percentage or something like that, because I feel even worse when I end up making more money than her side does. I have to figure something out. She's not letting me, but I don't know. I'll have to slide something out. Or maybe her Christmas present will just be like really fucking huge. I don't know. But, so yeah, it wasn't that bad. This past weekend, I'm just going to go ahead and roll this one in here as well. This past weekend, we had another show, or she had a show, in Cyprus. I have no idea what the theme was at all. She's like, there really is no theme, so we had just made random things. The first day was very, very slow. The first day was a Friday, and I made $12. I sold a crochet bee keychain, and I sold a loaf cat. That was it. But then Saturday rolled around, and I made $271. I sold a Hello Kitty doll that I've been holding on to. Like, she's been on my table since July, I think. So she sold. And then I sold more snap snakes. I still sold several of my little ghosties. I sold out of the rest of my ghosties. I don't know what I'm pinching here, but they're little guys. Sold the rest of those. I made this really cute little autumn spirit. I'm going to see if I can fit a picture here. He sold... There was one lady who came in. My mother-in-law said she had like 7 kids. She bought something for all of them of all varying price ranges. And it was like a $99 sale. So yeah. So this past weekend was fantastic. I made just under $300, which was fantastic. Or yeah, just under $300, which is fantastic. Because if I can get away with making $300, that's all I want to do. Anything over $300 is a godsend, because $300 is how much I pay a month for my daughter's dance classes. And if I can pay that with my craft shows and my paycheck is other things, that's phenomenal. So at least until the end of this craft season, I just need to make dance fees, and I am happy. So by that happening, I'm good. I'm good. For, anything after that is fantastic. So yeah. Okay, switching up the angle a little bit because Alex decided he needed to pull on the tripod. Some things I've learned: if the craft show is a side thing to a main event, maybe make sure that whatever you have is related to that main event. Like for the cat show, I sold so many cats because like that's what people were there for. They were like, well, I can't adopt a cat because so and so's allergic or blah 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 blah, but I can buy a little crochet cat and it's adorable. Or even better, hey, this one looks like my cat and I need to take it home. So yeah, that's great. Luckily with the cat show, like to come in the front door, you had to pass all the vendors to get to the back auditorium space where the actual judging was going on. So you had to pass it in. You knew we were there. It's just like if you're not there for that, you're not necessarily shopping. So yeah, that's a big thing that I have learned. This is the only show that is actually a thing. We did one last year that was like a color guard competition, but they had vendors there, and we did pretty decently because high school kids like random crochet plushie shit. Like, and works for me. But yeah, we do have another show coming up this weekend, and we have 2 separate shows, and that will be a whole different other vlog. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I don't have any questions to ask you either. I guess the same as always, like, do you guys participate in markets? Do you like to go to markets? That's it. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It is what it is. I made the $300 that I need to make to pay my daughter's dance class, so I'm happy. That's gonna be it. Alex is being a menace. He woke up from a nap and is practicing using words that start with D. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the big thumbs up button, as well as one day this is not going to make me tongue-tied. I'm going to be able to say it. You would think that I'd be able to say it because this is my closing for every video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, as well as the big red subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always notified every time that I upload. We are so close to 100 subscribers, and it'd be really, really awesome to beat that before my birthday at the end of the month. We shall see. We're only 17 away. Let's do it. You know, hitting 100 is just one step closer to 1 million, right? So yeah, all right. And until next time, guys.